today we're going to look at substitution. Okay, now substitution is when we basically swap things. So with algebra, we've always got unknowns. So whether we've got symbols or whether we've got letters, those represent an unknown number. But then when we're substituting, they often tell us what the mystery number is, and then that means we can solve the question. So here we've got a square plus 3, a square minus 2, 4 squares, or 10 divided by the square. But then up here it's telling us that the square is actually equal to 5. So if I go ahead and I put that 5 in the place of the square, I can solve these questions. So I'm going to, we call it sub it in, okay? It means substitute the box for the number that they've told us that it's equal to. So basically I'm swapping. Instead of having the box in the question, I'm going to be putting a 5 in there instead. So what I might do is, because I can write in a box, I might actually just chuck the 5 in the box. So I'm going to put a 5 here, and a 5 here, and a 5 here. Everywhere there's a box, I'm going to change it to a 5. So I could rub the box out, or I'll just write the 5 in the box, whatever. Okay, cool. So now, 5 plus 3. I can solve that. It's 8. Cool. What about this one? 5 minus 2. 3. Yay. Now here, remember how, if you watch the previous videos, having 4 boxes, having a 4 and a box means box plus box plus box plus box. So it actually means 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. All right, but a faster way of doing that is multiplying, okay? And that's what actually this means. So when you've got a number and a symbol smooshed up against each other, you'll probably hear in my other videos, you'll probably hear me referring to them as being married. They're married together, so they're smooshed. There's no symbol between them. We don't really know what's going on here. They're married together, okay? And that means they're multiplied together. They're smooshed, they're stuck. So there's a little invisible times symbol going on here that we don't bother writing in maths, because in maths it's all about efficiency, and if we can get away without writing stuff, we're going to do it. So they're married together, so it means 4 times 5, which is actually what this is. It's repeated addition, which is multiplication. So 4 5s, 4 times 5 gives me 20. Or if I wanted to do it the long way, I could go 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 20. But a faster way of doing it would just be 4 times 5, which is 20. Cool. And now here, whenever you have it written like a fraction, it just means divided by. So this is actually saying 10 divided by 5. But in maths, we tend to write it in fraction form. So we put the number that's going to be divided on the top, and then the number that's being divided by goes on the bottom. Okay, let me show you what I mean. So here I've got 10. This line means divided by, and then it's the number on the bottom. So how many of these, how many 5s go into 10? So 5 goes into 10 2 times. Cool. Let's have a look at it when we've got letters instead. So here I've got x's. It tells me up here that x is equal to 10. So I've got x plus 5, 30 minus x, 6x, and x divided by 2. So I am going to put 10 in the place of the x each time. Now it was easy over here because I just put the 5 in the box instead of having to rewrite the question, but I'll have to rewrite the question here. So instead of having x plus 5, it'll be 10 plus 5. So 10 plus 5 is 15. Here I've got 30 minus x, but x I know is 10, tells me right here, so it's 30 minus 10. So 30 take away 10 is 20. Now remember here, they're smooshed together, there's no symbol going on in between them, they're married together, which means they're multiplied. Okay, so 6 times x, so this means 6 times 10. So 6 tens are 60. And then this one here means x divided by 2, so it's 10 divided by 2. So how many 2's go into 10? 5. There we go. So in maths, any time that you are given a number, like they tell you what one of the symbols is equal to, you sub it in, okay? If they tell you that the square is equal to 5, everywhere you see a square, you put a 5. If they tell you that x equals 10, everywhere you see an x, put the 10, okay? So whether you rewrite the question like this, or whether you go and put a 10 on top, whatever, okay? So long as you sub it in, okay? It means everywhere you see that symbol, you put that number. Cool, and that's how we do substitution. So I might actually just put the 5 in the box to save me having to rewrite it. If I had a decent texter, I could do that.